Welcome back, it's your host Gigi God. I'm here with Guardian Tales. We got some September 15th developers notes to talk about. I'm just gonna skim through these. There's nothing that crazy in the developers notes right now. I'm just gonna skim through the big points that I found. But before I get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want more Guardian Tales videos and Guardian Tales news. Thank you in advance. So we all know that stamina has been a big issue in the game. If you want to play for any prolonged period of time, you're probably going to run out of stamina. So they heard our complaints in regarding to stamina and decided on August 21st to add an additional stamina time, and I think around noon each day for 50 additional stamina. They said they did this to ensure that, people who wanted to play during a certain time can just stack up their stamina instead of just giving more stamina at a faster regen rate, so we have we could choose when we wanted to use the stamina, which I can respect. And I understand that, perspective. Another thing that stood out to me was hero balancing. They were pretty vague about what they meant by hero balancing. But for instance, in my opinion, there's heroes like Bari that are torrents that do insane amount of damage. And then you have a hero like Eva, who is also kind of like a torrent style hero that does no damage in comparison to Bari. And she also can't move when she does her attack, whereas Bari can move. And in a damage scale, for instance, if Eva just did more damage but was unable to move, that would kind of make sense, whereas Bari can still kind of move and then does insane amounts of damage, so she's just broken. You know what I mean? So hopefully by balancing, they think of stuff like that. For example, you know what I mean? They also mentioned 5-star equipment. Again, they were very vague with this. They just said, stay tuned to the upcoming updates. We will be introducing features to combat the issue. So again, very vague. So hopefully that means that they're gonna, implement more ways of getting 5-star equipment, because it's pretty much a grind and very luck and RNG based to get something 5-star, and then on top of that to get something 5-star that's actually something you can use. As for guild content, in case you were wondering why there's only one scarecrow and you wanted more elemental scarecrows so you can try out damage on each scarecrow, they're going to implement that in the game starting September 22nd. So look out for that update if you're that person that wanted more scarecrows. As for awakening stones, this is an issue that touches me personally. But awakening stones, that is definitely a bottleneck for developing heroes. And it's just 3 times a day and it takes a lot of stamina. It's kind of crazy. But whales, they're awakening heroes no problem. So that's where the moat is turning into a ravine, that's turning into a cliff, which is turning into the Grand Canyon that is spacing free to play from whales, is awakening stones and getting awakening stones. So if they could fix that and provide more resources or ways to get awakening stones, which they seem to have mentioned. They mentioned that, hey, they understand that these things cost stamina and they're working on alleviating the stamina costs, which would be great. They also mentioned that they know that we want co-op, but they said that they designed co-op and they have a co-op mode, but they determined that the co-op mode wasn't fun. So I guess they had a test panel that they showed the co-op mode to, and they gave it a big old thumbs down. I'm not sure. I would at least like to see this co-op mode, maybe a video of it, and then maybe we could decide if it was fun or not. But hey, they took it, the initiative to determine that the co-op mode wasn't fun and didn't implement it. So they're gonna work on the co-op mode until it's fun, quote unquote, and then they'll release a co-op mode. So anyone out there wondering about a co-op mode and futures of the co-op mode, it's in works, or it will be released eventually once it's fun, okay? They mentioned guaranteed summons. Like a pity system. They said that the pity system that they implemented, I guess they're happy with that. And they didn't mention anything about any additional pity systems in the future. So I don't know why they even mentioned it, because they already implemented the 30 times to pity for weapons and heroes. So why even mention it in the developer's notes if you're not doing anything additional? It was kind of odd. For all of you out there that are tired of all these new waifus being released, new lolis being released, and are wondering where the husbandos are, they said they hear your cries, all the husbando lovers out there, and they will release some husbandos at some point in the future. So stay tuned to that, okay? They hear you too, the husbando lovers and the male hero lovers. They hear you. If you find yourself constantly missing arena times, they will be releasing more arena times. They don't have a date for this yet, but they hear you as well and will release more arena times, which I think is good. I think 2 arena times for the entire day is kind of a little bit on the not enough side. So yeah, more arena times would be good. Actually, back to arena, they will be implementing a better arena matchmaking system, so you don't meet the same players over and over again, which I have been noticing. And hopefully they efficiently match you up with someone that's not a complete monstrous gigantic whale that's just gonna like roll you over like no problem. Hopefully they have a system of like maybe a point system. They could just match people up with people of the same pay scale. That'd be great. You're gonna be able to change your name. So I have noticed that there are stages where only specific heroes can actually clear. For instance, some stages require a bomber hero, and so on. Some stages require melee, some stages only require ranged. They did this for a reason, so we use the entire roster, which I can respect. And they say that they're gonna they want you to know that they implemented the awakening reset system for this said complaint about having character specific content, so that you can reset heroes and then use the awakening or the crystals from the heroes you reset to build the content specific heroes, which I guess I don't know why they did it like that or said it like that, but I think they definitely intend on continuing to do this. So that's why they implemented a awakening reset. But in conclusion, they said that they really enjoy listening to our feedback and trying to develop changes from our feedback. There will be an update to improve the summoning equipment system. There will be within the year a huge content update. They did mention that, so that sounds great. I mean, I love the content in the game. I love the soul of the game. The game has a lot of soul. Usually with gacha games, they just want that that quick buck, and they don't really put the really big attention to detail like I really see in Guardian Tales. There's a lot of attention to detail. There's a lot of soul. There's a lot of personality in the game, and it's just a fun game. It's like an actual game. It's not just another gacha game. So I really appreciate that about the game, and I really appreciate that they heed our feedback, and that's just a great sign for the future. It's a great sign of whether or not you should invest your time and money to some extent. And they said if you're a person that wants to give your feedback, just hit them up on their Discord and go to the submit channel and just vote or submit any ideas there. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new and want Guardian Tales videos, content, news. And until next time, it's been your host, GG God, signing off. Goodbye. Also, leave a comment and tell me what you think about the developer's notes and the future of the game. Goodbye.